My parents tried to move my brother into my house because he has a real family. They didn't know I transferred the deed to a shell company 10 years ago, and now they owe a fortune in back rent. My brother, Ryan, is 35, married, has 3 kids, and refuses to hold down a job. I am single, child-free, and I live in a large colonial home. I restored myself. To my parents, this is a crime. They believe a single woman doesn't need space, while their golden child deserves a palace he can't afford. Last month, Ryan got evicted. Again, my parents called a family meeting. They didn't ask. They announced, Ryan and the kids are moving into your house. My mother said, you're going to move into the in-law suite above the garage. It's plenty of space for you. Ryan needs the main house. He has a real family. I laughed. Absolutely not. My father narrowed his eyes. We gave you $5,000 for the down payment 10 years ago. We have a say. Family helps family. I said no. They screamed. They called me selfish and barren. I thought that was the end of it, but 2 days later, I came home to find a moving truck in my driveway. My parents had used a spare emergency key. They were actively moving Ryan's furniture into my living room. When I threatened to call the police, my father smirked. Go ahead. We told the neighbors and the movers that we've lived here on and off for years. We've established residency. You can't kick family out without a 30-day eviction notice. We're staying. They thought they had trapped me with tenant laws. They thought I owned the house. I didn't call the police. I called my lawyer. I told him, it's time to unseal the file. You see, 10 years ago, right after I bought the house and right after my parents tried to control my renovation choices because of their measly $5,000 gift, I realized they would never respect my boundaries. So I protected myself. I transferred the property into an LLC called Karma Holdings. I haven't legally owned that house in a decade. A corporation does. On Friday, I showed up with a process server. My father opened the door, smug, ready to apologize and move to the garage. I can't move to the garage. I said, and neither can you, because I don't own this house. He looked confused. Well, I transferred the deed to a holding company 10 years ago to protect my assets. I smiled. And Karma Holdings has a very strict policy regarding squatters. The process server handed him a thick envelope. You told the police you've established residency for years to avoid trespassing charges, I explained. So, the corporation accepts your claim. Here is the invoice. My father opened the letter. This says $360,000. That is 10 years of back rent at market value. I said, since you claim to have been residents for the last decade, the company expects payment immediately, or they will place a lien on your actual house to recover the debt. You can't do this, he shouted. I'm not doing anything, I shrugged. The LLC is, so you have 2 choices. You can be tenants who owe $350,000, or you can admit you lied to the police, which makes this breaking and entering. They chose option 3. They they cleared Ryan's junk out in record time. I changed the locks and my lawyer sent them a cease and desist. They learned the hard way that just because you're family doesn't mean you get a free ride.